Every photo your iPhone takes has a look, a set of decisions about contrast, about color, about skin tone that Apple has made for you. But maybe those photos read a little flat to you, or your skin never looks quite right. Well, Photographic Styles is how you take that decision back, and on recent iPhones, it goes way beyond filters. Today, it's all about finding your look. Stay tuned. This episode is brought to you by Black Hat USA. If you listen to this show, you go deep on the technical detail. So does Black Hat. For nearly 3 decades, it's been where the security industry's most rigorous research gets presented and pressure tested. More than 100 hands-on trainings taught by practitioners who've actually deployed in live environments, not lecturers reading from slides. And hundreds of peer-reviewed briefings that go well past the overview into the real work across the 4 areas defining security right now: AI and autonomous threats, cyber conflict, systemic resilience, and identity. This year, Black Hat's Briefings Pass includes all keynotes and main stage access, plus business hall entry. You also get breakfast, lunch, Arsenal Live, tool demos, on-demand session access, and admission to the Midnight in the War Room screening. Black Hat takes place from August 1st to the 6th in Las Vegas. If you want the depth this show gets into in person with the people doing the work, this is the room. Oh, and we'll be there too. Prices rise on July 17th, so book before then. Use code TWiT for $200 off your Briefings Pass at blackhat.com/US-26. That's BLACKHAT.com/US-26.
Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Welcome to Hands on Apple. I am Mikah Sargent, and today we are taking a look at a feature that Apple has added to the iPhone that give you the ability to change the overall look and feel of your photos. Now, this system is going to be different depending on what kind of iPhone you have. So there's sort of an original system and then the latest generation system. And the original system, which is available from the iPhone 13 all the way through the iPhone 15, it also includes the iPhone SE and the iPhone 16e, we're going to see, and we'll look at this in a moment, 5 different presets for your photographic styles. But on these older model phones, there's one catch that you need to be aware of. That style that you choose is baked into the photo at capture. So that means that when you take the photo, it's there. There's no one doing it later. The cool thing is, on later generation phones like the iPhone 16 and 17 series, although this does not include the 16e or the 17e, styles that understand depth is also something that's there, as well as adjusting the skin tone separately from the background instead of just putting one filter over everything. And it's not a filter because the camera is kind of preserving the natural color relationships in the scene, the way that the photo changes, and then it just changes how the skin looks. It doesn't actually affect everything else. On top of that, these latest generation models also are not baked in. So it's a really cool feature that way as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to do on our phone to actually set up our photographic style. Heading over to iOS for this. So here we are on iOS, and we want to launch the Settings app. From there, we're going to choose Camera, and you'll see an option that says Photographic Styles. If you do not see this in your phone, it is likely that you have a phone that is older and therefore does not support photographic styles. But a newer phone does. You'll note also that I have a photographic style chosen. The options for undertone include amber, gold, rose gold, bright, neutral, and cool rose, and we'll take a look at those in just a moment. So if we tap on photographic styles, again, you'll note that I have amber selected. Now, if you have photos in your Photos app, then those photos will appear here and give you an idea of how these photos look in different forms. So to start out, we've got the default or the standard, and this is, as according to Apple, the default iPhone camera look, balanced and true to life. The amber option accentuates amber undertones, and you can see how that appears in some of these photos. Gold accentuates gold undertones. Rose gold accentuates rose gold undertones. Bright will actually brighten skin tones, and then it says applies a pop of vibrance across the photo. Neutral will neutralize warm undertones, and cool rose accentuates cool rose undertones. Each of these is a change to the way mostly that undertones in skin appear. And it's the fact that, different people perceive the photos of themselves in different ways and may want to appear differently. And so this gives you the ability to make a different choice for how you want to look. So it's not just about accuracy. Now, the cool thing is you can take one of these options and you can customize it. And doing so will change the tone, color, and palette of the choice. So I'm going to leave amber alone because that's the one that I use the most, but let's choose rose gold and we're going to customize this. Now, you'll see that you have this sort of square or squircle down at the bottom, and these are going to change the overall kind of look and feel. It's a control pad, essentially. So in order to kind of fine tune the tone, the color, and the palette of the photo, you are going to use this control pad. Dragging vertically will change the tone. So up and down makes a difference to how the tone changes. And tone is representative of the kind of brights to dark, as you can see, options for this photo. And then horizontal changes the color. So you can see that it is a more washed out or muted photo to a more saturated photo. And then the slider beneath is essentially responsible for the intensity of the overall application of this tuning. I recommend that when you're setting this up, setting everything to 0 will give you the ability to tap somewhere and see how that presents itself. So if we drop it all the way to the middle, which is the 000, whoops, then we can go essentially give you some grace here. Then you can move from here to how you may want that. And it's so nice to be able to then take this and make a choice on how you want your photos to look. We can reset this to standard for that specific style. I'm, of course, going to go back to amber. In fact, I'll just close out of that so that it doesn't change it for me, because amber is my choice for photographic style. Good thing to know, you can change your mind at any time by going back into those photographic styles and making a change. But you need to do that if you have an older model iPhone. On the latest generation, you can actually adjust photographic styles after the fact. You open the photo, you tap edit, you tap styles, and then you can just swap out a style or fine tune with that control pad the style that you have. But it only works if your photos are captured in high efficiency formats. So go to settings, go to camera, choose formats, and make sure that you have high efficiency under camera capture. Otherwise, you won't have the ability to take away the photographic style. As far as the styles option appearing on older model phones, or why it's not there, it's simply that, again, the camera pipeline isn't capable of capturing that style separately, displaying everything that it needs to display to you, and then giving you the ability to change it afterward. So that is where you won't be able to change it after the fact on older model phones, but you can on newer model phones. So people have asked, we'll continue to do so. Some homework for you. Head into settings, camera, photographic styles, and then go through the undertone picker with your own photos. It takes like 2 minutes to choose. Pick the one that looks like, the you that you recognize. You can actually customize and select photos completely of your face and use that as your stepping off point there. Take photos with it for a week. And then if you've got an iPhone 16 or later, you know that nothing's permanent, so you can continue to experiment with those. But if you do have an older model phone, don't forget to change it back if you decide you don't like the color and overall feel of the photo. In any case, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Hands on Apple. I'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, though, it is time to say goodbye to all of you.